Have you ever noticed something strange? Some people earn a good salary and still feel broke all the time. They get paid, but a few days later, their account is almost empty. Then there are others who earn less, but somehow they always seem calm with money. They are not rich, but they are stable. They are not stressed every month. So, what is really going on here? Most people think the answer is simple: I just need to earn more. But that belief is exactly what keeps many people stuck for years. Because the truth is, most people stay broke even with good salaries, and it has less to do with income and more to do with behavior. This matters because almost everyone wants the same thing: financial peace, not worrying about bills, not stressing when something unexpected happens, just feeling in control. So people work harder, they chase promotions, they switch jobs for higher pay. But then something confusing happens. The salary increases, but the stress does not go away. The savings account still doesn't grow much, and somehow they are still living paycheck to paycheck. That is where frustration starts. Because it feels like more money should fix everything. But money doesn't work like that. When income increases without a change in habits, life usually stays the same, just slightly more expensive. Let's break this down. The first reason people stay broke is lifestyle inflation. This is when your spending rises every time your income rises. You get a raise and think, I deserve something better. So you upgrade your phone, you eat out more, you move to a nicer place, you buy better clothes, maybe even upgrade your car. None of these things are wrong. The problem is what happens next. Your new lifestyle becomes your normal life, so the extra money you earned never actually builds wealth. It gets absorbed into new habits. And slowly, your better salary just funds a more expensive life, not a richer one. Now, here's something even more dangerous: small spending. Most people think big expenses are the problem, but it's actually the small daily spending that quietly destroys budgets. A coffee here, a snack there, food delivery after a long day, a subscription you forgot about, a quick online purchase because it feels cheap. Each one feels harmless. Your brain says, it's just a few dollars. But money doesn't track emotion, it tracks repetition. And repetition is where people lose control. Because small spending done daily becomes a large leak by the end of the month. And the worst part is, you don't feel it happening. It never hurts in the moment. That's why it grows silently. Another big issue is the lack of a money system. Most people don't actually tell their money where to go. They get paid and react. Bills come first, then spending. Then whatever is left is supposed to be saved. But most of the time, nothing is left. So money becomes emotional instead of intentional. And emotional money decisions rarely build wealth. Without a system, money just flows out in random directions. It is like trying to fill a bucket with holes in it. No matter how much you pour in, it keeps leaking out. Now let's talk about credit cards. Credit cards make people feel richer than they actually are. When you pay with cash, you feel the loss immediately. But when you swipe or tap a card, there is no immediate pain. So your brain treats it like free money. That illusion leads to overspending. And future income gets spent today. You're basically borrowing from your future self without realizing it. Then the bill arrives, and reality hits. And by then, it is too late to undo the spending. This cycle repeats for millions of people. Spend now, stress later, repeat. Another reason is delayed financial awareness. Most people only think seriously about money when something goes wrong: a big bill, debt, emergency, unexpected expense, a job loss, a sudden financial shock. But by then, it is already harder to fix things quickly. Because financial stability is not built in emergencies, it is built in normal days, through small decisions that don't feel important at the time. Now, here's something most people never stop to think about: money problems are rarely caused by one big mistake. They're caused by hundreds of small decisions that seem harmless individually. That is what makes them dangerous, because you never notice the damage until it has already built up over time. Now, think about this. Two people earn the same salary, let's say $3,500 a month. Person A never tracks anything. They spend based on feeling. If they want something, they buy it. If they are tired, they order food. If something is on sale, they grab it. At the end of the month, they always wonder where the money went, and they usually blame the income. I need to earn more. But the pattern never changes. Person B also enjoys life. But once a week, they check their spending, not in an extreme way, just awareness. They notice patterns, they see small leaks. They adjust quietly. Sometimes they skip unnecessary purchases. Sometimes they delay spending. No strict budgeting, no stress, just awareness. After 1 year, the difference is clear. Person A feels stuck and confused. Person B has savings and stability, not because they earned more, but because they lost less without noticing. Now, another example, two coworkers get a raise of $500 per month. Person A immediately upgrades everything: better phone, better lifestyle, more subscriptions, more eating out. Life feels better instantly, but the extra money disappears quickly. And after a few months, nothing really changes financially. Person B also enjoys the raise, but instead of upgrading everything, they only increase spending slightly. The rest goes into savings without overthinking. After a year, person B has built a financial cushion. Person A is still waiting for the next raise to feel better again. Same income increase, completely different outcome. Now let's talk about some common money myths that keep people stuck. First myth: budgeting means restriction. People think budgeting means suffering. No fun, no freedom, no enjoyment. But budgeting is not restriction. It is direction. It simply tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. You are still in control. You are just being intentional. Second myth: motivation will fix money problems. People wait for the perfect moment to get serious about money. They say that next month I will start saving, or after my next raise I will be disciplined. But motivation is temporary. Some days you feel focused, some days you don't. Systems always beat motivation. Simple habits done consistently matter more than short bursts of discipline. Third myth: income alone creates wealth. If that were true, every high earner would be financially free. But that is not reality. Many high earners still struggle financially, and many average earners build stability over time. Because wealth is not just about how much you make, it is about how much you keep and how well you manage what you already have. So, why do most people stay broke even with good salaries? Because earning money and managing money are two completely different skills. A bigger paycheck does not automatically fix behavior. It does not stop emotional spending. It does not create structure. It only increases the potential for better or worse decisions. The good news is that this can change. You don't need a perfect salary. You don't need perfect discipline. You just need awareness. Start paying attention to where your money actually goes. Notice the small leaks. Slow down impulse decisions. Give your money a simple structure, even if it is basic, because wealth is rarely built in one moment. It is built in ordinary days, through small decisions repeated over and over again. And once you understand that, money stops feeling random. It becomes something you can actually control. And at that point, even a normal salary can start building a very different future. Not because you earned more, but because you finally learned how to keep more of what you already earn.